based on the novel and film My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult and directed by Nick Cassavetes. My Sister's Keeper, a gripping tale of pathos, humor, and love by Jodi Picoult. This emotional and fragile story is about a young girl, Anna Fitzgerald, played by Abigail Breslin, who was conceived via in vitro so that her parents could have a genetic match and donor for their older daughter. Kate, played by Sofia Vasileva, who has leukemia. Anna is sick of giving things to her sister, not just toys and money, but blood and plasma. But after years of going under countless surgeries, Anna decides to take her parents to court to sue them for their rights to her own body. But her mother, Sarah Fitzgerald, played by Cameron Diaz, refuses to it, so the whole thing goes to court, nearly tearing the family apart. Anna was genetically engineered to be a donor for her sister Kate, so she lives her life for the purpose to serve her sister. Anna's legal confrontation compels each character to examine the relationship in their lives. Begun to question who she truly was, but unlike most teenagers, she had always been defined in terms of her sister. And so Anna makes a decision that for most would be unthinkable. Anna explains to herself, to her family, on why she made the decision she did. In the next scene that I'm about to show you, Anna is given the table by her family and is told to explain herself after her parents found out she was suing them for the rights to her own body. This conflict was spurred when Anna's parents expected her to donate a kidney to her sister without even considering what Anna had to say about it. As she says, "I'm important too." It shows how she feels towards all this going on in her life and that she wants to be considered in decisions that are being made on her.
All right, let's hear it. What's going on?
Okay. Forget about the fact that the operation is dangerous, or that it would hurt, or that I might just not want to have something cut out of me. But if I only have one kidney, then what happens to me? What if I need it? And am I really never allowed to play sports, or be a cheerleader, or get pregnant?
Can't drink.
What if I just want to live a long time?
Sweetheart, you're gonna live a long time.
Yeah? Then tell me this. What if the transplant doesn't work? What then?
She's your sister.
I know that, but I'm not like you, Mom. Okay, I see the other kids. I see what they do. They go to parties and they get to go to the beach.
Maybe what I don't understand is why you didn't say something earlier.
When, Dad? When should I talk to you about it? You're never home. You leave me here with her.
Excuse me? You have never had to do anything that you don't want to do, and you know
Yeah, but I
that.
always wound up doing everything, now didn't I?
Spoiled little shit.
Everyone be quiet. We said she gets a table, she gets a table. Go ahead.
Remember how the doctor said if I did the operation, I would have to be careful for the rest of my life? But I don't want to be careful. Who wants to live like that?
Anna,
I'm important too, Mom. I'm important too. Let me go!
Anna's role in Kate's survival has been a blessing and a curse for her, as it has made her Kate's savior, but has also made Anna unable to be her own person. We just watched took place in Anna's house at the dining table with her parents, Sarah and Brian, her brother Jesse, and her aunt Kelly. She is portrayed to have kept her emotions and feelings hidden for quite a time for the sake of others. The wardrobe shown is casual as it represents the normal working class of society. The background is quiet as the scene focuses on Anna, and the directors want for the audience to know that Anna is being given a voice at the moment, emphasizing her say and her rights. The angles are always focused on Anna and another person along with her in the room, allowing the audience to see their reaction in a situation like this. But in the end, it is always angles towards her to make the audience believe that she is the one who is fighting for what she thinks is right and is attempting to put her voice out there. The lighting in the scene is very dull and almost dark, which helps blend in with the tragic situation that is taking place at the moment. You can see this through the psychoanalytical lens, as Anna had put on a persona, or in other words, a mask in front of her family and the external world. She convinced herself every time that it's okay, it's for her sister, she will be alive and well with her help. But no one seemed to pay attention to how she felt towards all these major decisions being made on her body, being prodded over and over again, until one day Anna overcame the persona she had and stood up for what she thought seemed right.
I'm important too. Let me go.
The movie leans toward a drama and romance genre. It revolves around a very sensitive subject and has the tendencies to make the audience emotionally involved. Young teens and individuals suffering from illnesses and even adults would enjoy this movie, as this topic indulges people into wanting to know more. Moving on to Sarah Fitzgerald, the mother of the Fitzgerald family. Sarah is strong, stubborn, and intelligent, and her life centers on her efforts to keep Kate alive. She has extremely strong maternal instincts, but her single-minded focus on saving Kate sometimes exists at the expense of her marriage and her relationships with her other two children. Even so, she has a deep and abiding love for all her family, though she does not always know how to show that love. Paradoxically, by focusing so much on being a mother to Kate, Sarah does not always fill the role of a mother to her other children. For instance, she doesn't stop to think that Anna genuinely might be unhappy when Anna files a lawsuit for medical emancipation. Although Sarah undoubtedly loves Jesse and Anna, she has a difficulty considering them as people separate from Kate. Had been shown to be the greatest mother to Kate in the movie. She did whatever she could do to make sure Kate had been healthy, just creating a genetically modified baby that we now know as Anna. She had made sure that Kate could live the most normal life that she possibly could, and making sure that she knew that she is beautiful and she should be comfortable in her own body. Sarah had even shaved her own head bald to allow Kate to feel that she's not alone in the journey. Sarah consuming her time here with her daughter Kate is what spurred the conflict in the plot to Anna feeling the way she is right now. Leads us into the second scene where Sarah is sitting in court being questioned by Campbell Alexander, the attorney Anna had hired to represent her. This is a very crucial scene as Campbell confronts Sarah on how Anna's journey has been through this whole process. As Sarah proudly says that she stands up for Kate, Campbell replies saying, "So who stands up for Anna?" This scene allows you to reevaluate the whole situation from Sarah and Anna's perspective, as Sarah loves Anna with all her heart and so does Anna, but the seek for Anna's identity and her need to gain control over her body had allowed the family itself to realize the fragile situation they had been in. Relate this to the psychoanalytical theory, as we can apply Freudian's three main concepts, the id, the ego, and the superego, as they reflect on the character's every decision that has been made in the course of the story. Sarah drives as a mother, who gives testimony of the id principle, the need for a mother to do whatever it takes for the survival of her young. However, there is also a conflict when the ego principle sets in, for it symbolizes the reality of their situation as a whole. It reminds them that Sarah is not mostly Anna's mother. She represents someone who controls her body, using it to save the other daughter. Then the moral compasses of both their superego is challenged, when Anna finally gets legal help to sue her parents and obtain freedom from her body through medical emancipation. Moving on, we can also apply the feminist theory, as the novel and the movie both follow the gender roles of society. Sarah is shown to be the housewife who cooks and cleans at home and is portrayed to be more sensitive about Kate's situation, where Brian Fitzgerald, the husband, is shown to be strong. Brian works as a firefighter in the movie, a strong male who is supporting the family. The movie shows what the roles of the men and women are expected by society. The main character which the plot revolves around, Kate Fitzgerald. Kate was diagnosed with leukemia at a very young age. Picoult allowed the readers to see glimpses of Kate and who she could have been, but for the most part, her battle with cancer defines her character. Kate had gone through a lot of pain and suffering in her life, which had created an obstacle preventing her from living a life like a normal teenager. Looking at the silver lining, Kate had a loving family and a promising relationship, which every teenager girl dreams for in their life. She lived life with positivity, making sure she lives up every minute of it. The ending is superbly crafted, literally pulling the reader to text. This is a cosmic tale about relationships and endurance, and the ability of love to change lives forever. In the trials, Anna reveals on the stand that Kate doesn't want to live any longer, and that Kate was behind Anna suing her parents for medical emancipation. Anna had no problem helping Kate, even if it was for her whole life. Kate had come to acceptance of where she was at this point of stage in her life, and decided that her family should not be held back because of her illness, and should go living on with their lives. She was tired of being sick and just wanted it to end. The movie ended with Kate passing away, leaving her memories behind her.
Where I come from, it feels like home.
Left a huge impact on each character's life as she brought together her family and left them with nothing but loving memories of her and her childhood. The messages of this film highlight the importance of understanding the several dimensions of hardships and struggles beyond illness and disease that patients must undergo.